Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome in, 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. Rob Breaux, David Collier, Lucas White today. The First United Bank studio. You can call in on the Visual Edge IT hotline 806-771-0973. Or you can hit us up on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. As you do so well, you can also get us on the app. You can, brought to you by Happy State Bank, you can find us on YouTube. You can comment on YouTube. Like, subscribe. YouTube.com/Double T Sports Network. Or find us online, DoubleTSportsNetwork.com. You can stream live, catch the on-demand, catch the podcast, all on the website for your listening pleasure. David Collier, how you doing? How's your Tuesday?
It was good. Got to hang out with a guy that was choosing between Texas Tech, Baylor, and Kansas State to play his college football.
Very nice. I was wondering if you shot that or if it was just something you procured.
No, I shot that.
So you were there?
Yeah, I was there.
That was at the house?
That was at the household, yeah. I was concerned. I was pretty confident with the amount of people wearing red and black in the house. But I was concerned if that wasn't going to be the choice. I was like, what's going to happen here? I mean, I understand they all would have been happy for him either way.
So you didn't peep the balloons around the corner before they pulled him out?
I did not peep the balloons.
You were at the perfect angle for the balloons to come out, though.
Yeah, I was. And that was right by the that was like he was sitting at their dinner table, so it was right by the door to the backyard patio. So I was really the only person over there. So I was the only person that could also see an Adidas box where his hat was located. So I assumed if you had an Adidas box down there, that was my assumption.
So
I didn't say that to
Nike on the other end.
Cat's out of the bag now, but I was like, I'm pretty confident. He asked that afterwards. He was like, were you guys surprised? And I was like, no.
So that is Chase Campbell out of Friendship.
Yeah, I should have said that. My bad.
Committing to Texas Tech. Well, I think
everybody.
Yeah, if you're listening to this show, you're probably locked in.
Yeah.
He committed yesterday via 24/7's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
In a live stream. Commits to Texas Tech over Kansas State and Baylor as the top three. But name a Big 12 school they probably also offered. I think it was 9 total Big 12 schools, so more than half. Then you also have Arkansas, Ole Miss,
North Carolina.
I think there were about 20 offers. And I would assume if he wasn't committed and probably still in the commitment time period, he'll get more offers. Back-to-back 1400-yard seasons as a receiver. He had nearly 400 yards rushing last year.
Yeah. Played quarterback some.
I think he had 3 touchdowns in 6 completions or something.
Dude, there was one game.
2 touchdowns and 3 completions, something like that.
There was one game last year where he threw for a touchdown, he ran for a touchdown, and he rushed for a touchdown in the first half. Now, Friendship obviously scored a lot of points against a lot of people, but still, I mean, to do all of that in a half was pretty impressive. And most of his catches, and a lot of the times they would onside kick no matter what. And one of the games, it was a completely different game. Just, high point, I guess, if you want to say that, a ball bouncing up, but just snatches the ball out. I mean, he's an all-around athlete. I'm sure Paul Page is going to be disappointed that he doesn't have him on the basketball team this year.
Potentially, we don't know that.
Generally,
the high-level recruits are joining the football program of their next destination at the break, yes.
As Joey McGuire said at Big 12 Media Day when I asked him about, because he always says, offensive lineman, we like to have a year of and I was like, does that change with the amount of money that reportedly is? He was like, yeah, since, that's dead money if they don't play. So all of those guys, the one way we get around that is we get them here in December. So if you're committing this early and probably getting a good chunk of change, you're going to be in school in December.
That is Chase Campbell. Also, obviously back-to-back 14-yard seasons, the nearly 2,000 yards from scrimmage. I think, 26 touchdowns, I guess, with the passes last year. Just incredibly productive. But another local commit. That's now Stone. Well, go back to the class before Hendricks from Cooper. Stone Devers from Friendship Cooper last year. And now Chase Campbell. And that's not all the local kids you have on the roster. But as far as the commits, the kind of the high-level commits out of the last 3 cycles. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. You've had some other guys get out locally, and I don't blame anybody for wanting to leave their hometown. Lots of guys leave their hometowns. Anybody else that commits to Texas Tech is leaving their hometown to come here. But that's one of the prospects, that level, where it's like, all right, this is a high priority to have the Lubbock-Wolford kid be a Lubbock-Wolford kid.
Well, and that's the thing is, I mean, he's a little more difficult than like a Leighton Stone because Leighton grew up here. Campbell moved here. Like, he was from the Waco area. Obviously, he was born in Fayetteville. They moved to Waco, and he was asked about that yesterday. A lot of the guys that he played with younger all committed to Baylor. And so he had to deal with that, all of his friends growing up. You know, obviously he's been in Lubbock since 8th grade, so a good chunk of his childhood has been here, but still had those connections with all those Waco kids. You mentioned the Arkansas thing, which was kind of surprising to me, considering mom and dad were both athletes there, and we learned yesterday Grandpa was one of the first. I don't know this, but his dad said one of the first athletes. I guess one of the first African American athletes at Arkansas. So there's a legacy with the Razorbacks. So there was, and not to mention Matt Wells, the connection to Matt Wells. I mean, it was pulling a lot of different directions, and for him to stick here, you know, I would imagine a huge get for Joey McGuire and those guys.
It's interesting that it took the trip to Manhattan to start recruiting West Texas for Matt Wells. He's still trying to build that wall around West Texas.
You are totally off the Matt Wells bandwagon.
Biggest,
I know.
Weeks before.
I know.
Weeks before he was fired, though. I was one of the last one off.
I know.
Yeah. Matt Wells at Kansas State, the offensive coordinator, was certainly one. Chase Campbell, highly coveted. So that was awesome.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Jim Phillips of the ACC. Why are we couldn't figure out ACC and Big Ten Media Days and have them separate? Somebody didn't want to go last or what?
Yeah, I mean,
the Big 12 always goes first, then the SEC. We can't space these out where we can get a little. Is anybody talking about the ACC right now?
Practice starts next week. They got to get it done with.
Well, start earlier.
Nah.
Dude, maybe the SEC shouldn't take 7 days.
I was about to say, don't say that. Then the Big 12 has to push theirs up earlier, and then that cuts into
No, the Big 12 can keep their weekend and then
move the ACC go first. Do it alphabetical order. How about that?
Yeah. ACC, Big 12.
Well,
I guess it'd be Big 10.
Big 10, then Big 12. Big 10's not going to agree to that.
The SEC. Surely the SEC would go last.
I don't know. Big 10's going last right now. Big 10, Bert.
There were some good comments from, or at least good quotes from Big Ten Media Days yesterday. Jim Phillips coming out in favor, the ACC commissioner, in favor of the 5-11 or 5-9. He says he likes the playoff how it is, but would be in favor of the 5-11. I still think it should be 4-12, but that's just me. I guess you do avoid the potential like Boise State situation that if you're not just giving it to the Power Four, if you're just saying 4 champions, that like an ACC or a Big 12 could be left out at some point because Oregon State goes undefeated in the Mountain West. Sorry, the Pac-12.
Yeah, it's the Mountain West.
The Pac State.
The Pac West.
The Pac West.
The Mountain.
Oh, I said it on purpose. I was just kidding.
I know.
Timu says, what are liars? Look, I can handle the name stuff. I understand that as a low point of my skill set. But if you're just not from West Texas, apparently, and can't decipher lawyers and liars, that's on you, man. I'm sorry you can't understand West Texan. Somebody needs to give Cinny and TCU the old AD to tell them, suck it, Sonny, your team is poor. Who is the new... we don't have to deal with... Our long national nightmare is over.
Yeah, he moved over to... Where did he go?
Well, now that you say that, I don't know.
Because I was thinking...
It wasn't SMU.
Yeah, because...
Syracuse or something? Where did he go? I can't even think of his name right now.
Because the Texas president left and went to SMU to be their president, which I thought was weird, but...
Yeah, where did old Jeremiah Donati go? And then I was looking at the TCU athletic director the other day. I don't remember his name either. South Carolina. Jeremiah Donati. See, there you go.
Yeah.
I got all cocky about the lawyers and liars. Donati, yeah. South Carolina. So if you're thinking, right, oh well, Donati's gone, we can go to TCU games again. No, they're gonna continue to do that.
Yeah.
They were doing it during baseball. Though, like, one of his first moves, the new guy, was like $4. It was like maybe a 3-2-1 play. It was like $3 tickets, $2 hot dogs, $1 hot popcorn or something. It was like people not showing up for TCU. You know?
No, well, I think we know the answer to that.
$3 tickets.
There was some minor league team that had a free night altogether, or maybe it's scheduled. Like,
sell out.
No ticket. I just saw the ad, so maybe it was coming up. No tickets. Bring your own food and drink.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just bring your own food. I can't imagine they would let people bring in their own beverages.
Hey, the Barstool guys did the 99.99.9 challenge last night. 99 hot dogs, 99 beers in 9 innings. They went to a Cubs game.
How many?
I think they had like 11 guys. Do you think the Raymar team, the Double T Sports Network team, that's every main host, fill-in, producer, went to a Texas Tech baseball game, we could do the 99.99.9 challenge?
How many? So I don't think Choice would last that long. I know that you've done it before, so I would be confident in you. I think
I could put up a double-double for the team.
Clint
and I could put up double-doubles for the team.
Clint would go okay. I'm fairly confident a couple of hosts would be able to take care of the beer part of it. If you know what I'm saying.
Gus,
I didn't say that. I just said a couple.
Gus could maybe like give you a 12-6.
Yeah. I think Gus and another person that hosts in the morning might be able to help with that part.
Yeah. If the mountains are blue.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe if he's wearing a blue shirt, he might even.
There you go. Well, I don't know. We'll get him in red or something. I don't know that we want to do that.
I need a specific number of people we have, but if it's let's
say it's 15.
Yeah, I think we could do it. Okay. I think I would be able to help out quite a bit.
Yeah.
A lot more than you would imagine in this tiny frame.
Sure. And maybe we say, hey, Brennan, Lucas, just get us 15 dogs. Just get us the dogs between you. We'll do the rest. How many, if you needed to, Lucas, what would be your max dog beer combination for a 99.99.9?
4.
So
each?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lucas between us, I think we could do the 9.9 or the 18.9.
Yeah.
I'd be confident in that. Yeah. I'll pick you up, Lucas. It's a teammate. All right, let's check the calendar.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
It's National Gorgeous Grandma Day.
Okay.
But it's a picture of a motorcycle. Oh, it's a hot grandma on a motorcycle. Okay. I'm not saying she's hot, but That's the connotation of the photo. But it's just the motorcycle in the original photo. You got to click into it too. All right, it's International Yada 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 Day. That's a Seinfeld thing. National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. National Sprinkles Day. You can celebrate that together. Or you call them sprinkles or jimmies? Isn't that the Canadian word for sprinkles?
Well, I'm not Canadian, so I'm going to go with sprinkles.
Peanut butter and chocolate day. I didn't know if like Oklahoma or Tennessee or one of your other stops.
Yeah, that sounds like something that somebody from Tennessee would say.
Peanut butter and chocolate day. This looks like maybe a peanut butter fudge situation. I'm in with that. And that's it. Any birthdays, Lucas?
We have a few birthdays today. We're going to start off with Darvin Ham.
Heard of him.
Turning 52 years old today. Then we have Gary Payton turning 57. Brandon Roy turning 41. DeAndre Ayton, newest member of the Lakers, turning 27. And then we have Nomar Garciaparra turning 52. And then we have Woody Harrelson turning 64. I like him in a lot of movies, but I think Now You See Me, the Magic group, I really like him in that movie. Daniel Radcliffe, 36.
Speaking of Now You See Me.
Mm-hmm.
So the second one.
Yes, I don't think I've seen that one.
He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well,
spoiler.
so I don't need to see it now.
It is incredibly obvious the first time you see it.
said... Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like a twist.
Okay.
He
David
kidnaps him
Dobrik.
and walks into his
Okay.
office.
Okay. But this Harry Potter.
David Dobrik turning 29. Slash turning 60. He was my favorite character in Guitar Hero.
I thought that was a David Dobrik slash, like, turning 2 ages.
No.
Guitarist slash. Okay, all right.
Moving on.
I'm caught up.
No, I'm still... My mind...
Me and Dave were like, what? /6? Is that a YouTube thing?
And then two people that would have had a birthday today that was born on this day, Philip Seymour Hoffman and Pee Wee Reese. Both were born on this day.
So if we had to
Pee-wee.
slash our birthdays, and the first one was your age and the second one was the age that you act, what would your slash be?
Oh, I would go younger mentally.
Yeah, so way younger.
Yeah.
That'd almost be like that one. Not quite 60-20 something, but...
or how you feel physically. Some days it would be a 36-60.
There's no doubt about that. On this day in 1984, Dan Quisenberry picked up his 200th career win. I just mentioned him because of his submarine throwing style. 1995, John Daly wins the British Open. 2000, Tiger Woods won the British Open by 8 strokes to become the youngest golfer to complete the career Grand Slam. 2009, Mark Burley becomes the 18th pitcher to throw a perfect game in Major League Baseball, and now he has a statue outside of the new Comiskey.
I loved how he worked.
Burley?
There was no wasted motion. He was on the rubber.
Yeah. What else we got? Oh, and on this day in 2021, Cleveland Indians announced a change to the Cleveland Guardians. Exciting times there in Cleveland.
I want the movies and songs when we come back. 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench. Hour number 2.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench. If you said Jeff Garcia, you were correct. I trusted my teammate. It was led astray there, Lucas. It's all right.
That's a low.
A low for Lucas.
Hey, I got 2 right.
He did get more right than I did. So. Actually, I got 2 as well.
I get the most wrong. I would say, if we were
the problem with that is a lot of the times you'll just answer them before you.
Well, I'm reading them. Hey, anybody else could lead the trivia. That's fine. All right, let's do a draft. Last week's draft ended with another David Collier victory. Band names related to animals. And I have a small bone to pick. He kept saying that the Crickets were the pandering pick. The Beatles were the pandering pick. Whoever picked the Beatles
that's
was the win.
if
he dropped to third, you got him. Congratulations.
No, if you don't,
I was not pandering with the Crickets.
Yes,
I just
you
wanted
were.
I wanted the Crickets.
You weren't going to. You could have got the Crickets.
I don't care. They were number 1 on my board, and I picked them. I'm over in the draft.
You need a better talent evaluator.
That's fine.
I think
that's fine. I don't like the connotation that you feel like I'm pandering.
I think you pandered there.
I didn't pander. I picked the Crickets because I like the Crickets.
So you don't like to win.
I don't care about winning. I care about picking my best player. All right, let's draft Sharks. Lucas, the bottom vote total last week, he's got 2 victories. Collier has 2 victories. I've got 0 victories. This week we're drafting Sharks. The winner of the Summer Draft Series will win a Get Out of Tiny Wheel Punishment free card that they can use at any point in the fall. So good luck to David Collier. Good luck to Lucas White.
Good luck to you, Rob.
Lucas has chosen to choose draft first because of his finish last week. I will choose second because of my finish last week. David Collier will choose third again. Let's go to the draft. Sharks. No kind of connotations here. Just Sharks. Lucas, first pick. Oh, this is kind of scary music.
I'm going to go with the Great White.
Solid. All right, I'm gonna double animal here and go Tiger Shark.
Now this is where it probably goes off the rails. I'm going to go... So Tiger Shark you went?
I went Tiger Shark.
And you went Great White? I wasn't ready for that. You know what? I'm going to go Hammerhead Shark.
That's a great one. Pandering. Your next pick.
My next pick. Well, okay. This is where it actually goes off the rails.
Yeah, those are the top 3 Sharks, I think, pretty obviously.
I'm going to go with Jabberjaw from the 1970s cartoon, Hanna-Barbera cartoon. If you're not familiar, he basically has, what's his name, Curly from the Three Stooges voice. I'm going with Jabberjaw.
Is that a fictional shark or a real shark?
You just said sharks.
Okay. All right. My last pick might be a loan shark or something. Let's go the Megalodon.
No, that's a good one.
The Megalodon shark. Jason Statham. I don't know if that's real either.
Hey. It was on my board.
Lucas?
I'm going to go with the Bull Shark.
He was on my board. Bull Shark, he's a solid player. Role player. Probably 6th man of the year quality. Good guy to have in your team.
I mean, he can swim in both fresh and salt water. So.
There you go. He's versatile.
Yes.
Your next pick.
Caribbean Reef Shark.
The Caribbean, all right. Not to be confused with any other reef sharks. All right, me again. I think you in a great team, right? In a great team, you need different types of players.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to help the health of my team and go with the Nurse Shark. Nurse Shark.
You've thought this out.
Yeah.
I like a well thought out plan.
Picks?
I got 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like you were surprised that we got back to you.
Yeah, I will. Because you guys are just going to be mad at me. You mentioned, you have a team, right? I think I have a great leader with this pick. And it's football related. I'm going to go with Willie Steeman Beeman from the Sharks from Any Given Sunday.
He's a Shark. Right? That's
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 inch.
And I'll follow that up with probably one of the more famous Sharks that nobody's referenced yet. I'll go with Left Shark. Katy Perry fame. Left Shark.
You're having fun, aren't you, Collier?
Yes, I am. I got a legitimate shark in there.
Back to me.
Maybe the best one.
So I'm sticking with the actual Sharks, though I do like your strategy, Collier, right? This could be...
I'm going out on a limb.
This could be one of those things where the voters either hammer you or embrace the creativity.
Yeah.
That could be one of two things there. I'm going to go back to the board and get my best available, which I tend to do. And maybe this is wrong about me because I've lost all the drafts so far. But this is just a great name, period. I'm going to go with the Goblin Shark. He's going to gobble up some stuff and look like a goblin. Lucas?
I have 2, correct?
Yes. Your final 2.
I think today is National Lemon Day, so I'm going to go with the Lemon Shark.
I think that's the smallest of all sharks, but that is anecdotal. I do not know that for sure.
I was about to say, I hope not, because I searched a different version of sharks, but yeah.
And then I'm going to go kind of the same route as Collier. I'm going to go with the NCAA Division II Hawaii Pacific Sharks.
All right. At the risk of giving Collier an idea, I was going to go those little blue shark gummy candies for my final pick.
Yeah, you should.
But I think I might get some bonus points for staying true to the draft
I think
as the only one. And there's also another great named shark that's not been picked yet. I'm going to go with the Thresher Shark. The Thresher.
Take umbrage with the
Collier?
true to the draft. You just said sharks. There was never any clarification
I think
about
there was some spirit of the draft. I haven't said anything bad about your picks. I think you've made good picks.
Yeah.
I think you were creative.
I could go with the... It's my pick, right?
Yes.
Could go with the dwarf lantern shark or the cookie cutter shark here. 2 legitimate sharks.
Yes. Cookie Cutter and Mega Mouth were the last 2 on my board.
Yeah. I really want to go cookie cutter just to bookend it with legitimate picks.
No, I think you need to go all the way here.
As it were. So I'm going to go with sharks with frickin' laser beams on their head. Courtesy of Austin Powers. Actually, Dr. Evil.
Yeah, Dr. Evil.
Yeah. It needs to be written up like that, though.
That was well enunciated. Frickin' laser beams. You know, 4 picks in, Collier, I thought you were going to lose. I thought the actual Sharks were going to shine through.
Yeah.
I think you might be on a 3-week run here with the laser beams pick.
Let's hope so.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. And now we got texters saying I was reaching. Really? Jerry Jones, that pick there, sure, I could have gotten Quincy Carter in the 4th, but I took him in the 2nd to show how smart I am. Not saying the Crickets are Quincy Carter, but a definite reach. Look, I had mentioned the Crickets beforehand. I didn't want to get snaked. They knew he was at the top of my board. I believe in the Crickets. I still believe in the Crickets, even though I got third in that draft. And I will continue to believe in my picks until I win. Don't let me get hot. Lots of picks for Sharks. Akamo says, let me guess, Lucas will pick Nurse Shark. Isn't his wife a nurse? That would have been a nice touch. I picked Nurse Shark.
Yeah, took him off the board.
Let's see. Bull Shark, Whale Shark. Nobody picked Whale Shark. Do you nerds watch Shark Week? We talked about this, I guess, potentially yesterday, or at some point, maybe Monday, or on the other show I've been on this week. I've not watched Shark Week in, I would say, years. I used to flip through and catch Shark Week and be like, oh, it's Shark Week, let me watch an hour. But now that I'm a cord cutter, it's just not top of mind enough for me to go find Shark Week and search it out and stream it.
And to answer your question, no, I don't watch Shark Week. I probably watched it 1 week out of my life, maybe.
It seems like it used to be a much bigger deal.
Yeah. Well, didn't they throw Sharknado around that as well?
Yeah, probably. It seems like the whole bit is jump the shark. Heyo! Jaws, Mako, or Thresher? Isn't Lawrence Taylor's character in any given Sunday named Shark?
It's his nickname, yes. I couldn't remember his real name. So I went with Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Pocket Shark? Greg Norman the Shark? Top 5 sports athlete logo of all time, the Shark?
Oh, you're talking about
his
Greg
Shark
Norman?
logo?
Yeah, that's sure. I wasn't going to go with him, though. He's not a winner. I'm a winner. We want winners.
We want winners. Let's see. Bruce from
Jaws, too. So what is his name? Bruce in Jaws, technically. What is that
Finding
one? Finding
Nemo?
Nemo, yeah. Bruce would have been a good pick.
Who's the shark that, was it Shark Tales? Fish Tales? Where he tries to be a dolphin the whole movie? What's that? Shark Tales? Shark Tale? Will Smith. The Megalodon sharks reach 70 feet long. It's a mascot name. What was the sea creature in the new Jurassic World movie that wreaked havoc nearly the entire movie? It could move 77 miles an hour. That was 3 Jurassic World movies ago. They've made so many of them,
and I haven't seen.
Was that the first one? That might have been the second Jurassic World that the big shark thing was in there. I do not remember what it was called. I watched the original Jurassic Park the other day.
Mm-hmm. You didn't like it?
It holds up.
I was about to say, I think that was pretty.
Sometimes you go back and watch movies of that time, where it was kind of still practical, but they're also dipping their toes into some CGI and stuff. Or even the re-releases in the early 2000s and beyond of Star Wars, where they're going back and re-editing and remastering.
Stuff, yeah.
Those look awful to me.
Yeah, I don't think they look that great.
Jurassic Park looks. There's every once in a while you're like, oh, that's.
Yeah, but for the most part,
but the practical effects are amazing. Obviously, that's why it withstands the test of time. But just really impressive. Lucas, I don't want the chat line to say I'm not giving you an opportunity, but are you denying an opportunity to do highs and lows? Is that what I'm understanding?
I am.
Okay. Carl, you made Lucas mad.
I'm sorry, Lucas.
So we'll move on. I
apologize.
I know you were saving a good low because you wanted to play the new low sounder for you, but we'll have to do that tomorrow. I promise. You know what, Lucas? You're going first tomorrow. How about that?
There we go.
I'll go last.
I will abstain tomorrow.
You know what? Craig will go last because he's here tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll make Craig go last. Collier, you have a list of hot seats. How many are on the list?
Oh gosh, it's
or just
not
a
numbered.
rough number. Is it 20-ish, 10?
It has Power 5s, so I think it's every Power 4, head coach.
Oh, okay. So it's not just these are the most likely. It's the whole list.
Yes, it's the whole list, but it does have, obviously, people have better
like
odds.
Kirby Smart is like minus or plus 10,000 or something.
There are about 7 guys that are 150 to 1. Sark has the worst odds of being fired.
Okay.
So, along with a handful
I'm
of others.
I'm gonna try to guess a couple of the top 5.
All right.
We're gonna go with Sam Pittman.
Sam Pittman tied for the third best odds at 7 to 1.
All right. In the Big 12, Brent Brennan.
Best odds to be fired.
Okay.
4 to 1.
Just as an interesting aside, Mike Gundy.
Mike Gundy is in the, let's see, he is 12 to 1. He's tied with a handful of people at 12 to 1 with the, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7th best odds.
Lucas, any thoughts? Big Ten, ACC? I haven't named any of those. ACC, are we going... Syracuse is fairly new. Georgia Tech has seemingly been good.
Yeah, they've been good.
Or at least growing toward that. It's the worst team in the ACC. Just because I don't like him, what about Manny Diaz at Duke?
Manny Diaz at Duke.
They were good last year. He's not.
I was
he's
about
not
to say, I'm scrolling, and he's 50 to 1.
Yeah.
So he's in Rich Rod range. Willie Fritz range as well.
Yeah, Fritz will get a long leash at Houston.
Yeah.
Even though I think with Holgerson they were like 9 games isn't good enough. They might have Bo Pelini'd Houston. Where's Matt Rule? That's an interesting name. Out of the Big Ten.
Yeah, I'm working my way looking for the old. They need this in a better order. It's not. Oh, wow. Well, 40 to 1.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the coach that I strongly dislike, Hugh Freeze.
8 to 1.
Yeah, that's a good one out of the SEC. Auburn. That is such a weird. That's such a weird place.
Which actually that would be the 5th best odds.
5th best odds.
Yeah.
So who at the is there like an obvious one at the top we're missing?
Yeah.
What conference?
SEC.
Oh, another SEC. Oh,
second best odds.
Napier.
He is up there. He's not the one. He's tied with Mike Gundy at 12 to 1.
They don't care enough about Vanderbilt. Stoops is fine at Kentucky. Brian Kelly. Oh, is it still Zach Arnett? No. It's Levy, Jeff Levy.
Nope, Levy actually has he's 25 to 1.
Yeah, we're looking at each other like it was going to be Jeff Levy.
That should be pretty obvious while we're looking at each other. This SEC coach he's the most likely SEC coach to be canned at the end of the year or fired first, I guess.
So we're going. Is this A&M or are we going Elko?
Nope. Elko has the same odds as Matt Rule, I believe. No, Elko has the same odds as Willie Fritz and your boy Manny Diaz at 50 to 1.
Yeah, I'm just not thinking of it. Is it?
It's one of those blue blood programs that
SEC?
might not have an athletic director.
Might not have an athletic director. South Carolina. Oh, they just got new.
Yeah.
I can't. Have I named all of them? I can't think of anybody.
I can't think of anybody.
It's not Sarkisian.
Nope, certainly not him. Lincoln Riley's 16 to 1, by the way, at USC, which this is, again, the first to be fired, hot seat. He's getting paid way too much money to be fired, so he's not on the list. Joey McGuire, 33 to 1, tied with the likes of Mario Cristobal, Pat Narduzzi, Scott Frost, and Sonny Dykes.
Sonny Dykes is up there.
Yeah, at the same 33 to 1 with Joey.
So Brent Venables is the most likely coach to be fired out of the SEC, or second most likely?
Second best odds behind Brent Brennan.
Wow.
What a world.
More after this. 100.7 Scores, End of the Bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Scores, End of the Bench. Hey, the music is stopping, Collier. I should say something.
I was waiting for the ad read thing there.
Let's see. Well, Lucas was prompt with that because we were not doing anything. Oh, let's see. Bullfighter says Aroldis Chapsia to the Phillies.
Is that Aroldis? I think it's Aroldis, yeah.
What did I say?
No, you did say it. You said it. You read that the correct way, yes.
Adolis Garcia to the Phillies potentially. Marcelo Ozuna to the Rangers possibly. So Lucas mentioned this, I guess, before the show that he had seen that Adolis Garcia to the Phillies was a possibility. I would be very surprised if you get through the trade deadline and Adolis Garcia is still a Texas Ranger. I still think O'Neal Cruz with the Pirates wants out of Pittsburgh, and I think he would be a fit with the Texas Rangers. I don't love how he's performed with the Pirates, like just not kind of giving a rip.
Yeah.
I still like to see a guy who's putting in effort. Though he did get to be in the home run derby. But I think he is a classic kind of change of scenery, would really spark him kind of guy. Osuna, I think, would be a good addition. I mean, certainly if you're getting rid of Adolis, you want to replace it with some kind of pop. You can't afford, this lineup cannot afford to just get rid of Adolis.
Yeah.
You're not sellers. This would be a move to make moves. So I would assume, right, and I kind of currently am, that Adolis is gone. My secondary assumption there would be that some corner infield would be added. Some kind of like marquee big move would be made in conjunction or in relation to the Adolis Garcia move. I don't think any big move would just be made solo. ESPN has the Phillies building up the best farm system in baseball. I also don't know if this is a move that the Rangers do. Like if that means you're just getting prospects back.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that. Maybe I could just...
You're not, unless again it's kind of a future now move to clear roster space with Adolis leaving, because you're bringing in maybe a first baseman and a corner outfielder in some kind of combination deal.
I could just talk bad about Garcia if you want, and he'll hit a home run 3 pitches in, because the last time I was on the show, I wasn't talking bad about Josh, but we spent quite a bit of time talking about him potentially being on the move. And
we did it for 2 straight days.
Yeah.
And then he got called up and hit a home run and walked. I think the Rangers are going to make a bunch of moves. I think they'll be active. I don't know if they'll be most active, but you're 1.5 back of the wild card right now. You're 100% in the mix. If you win today and beat the Braves, which is very possible, 2 out of 3, you could be seeing moves by the end of that Braves series as things really start to heat up at the end of July.
As long as it's just not dumping, I'm fine. Oh, that didn't sound great.
Right. Yeah, clip that. Logan is a Longhorn? Does Jamie just hire rivals at the station or what? Yeah, so we've got a Sooner, a Shap, and what is the Aurora?
Oh, yeah.
The Spartans, and a Spartan in here today, and a Longhorn. Fairly soon we'll have, I don't know who's producing today, and a Pioneer for the first hour. And then we'll finally get a Red Raider in here to talk some sense into everybody.
Yeah.
It's 1 o'clock. Maybe a dual Red Raider show today, actually. I believe. Look, the Rangers, I think, what would you rank the Rangers' needs as?
Well, you mentioned one, first base. But
first
bullpen,
base is top 3. Bullpen's top 3. And then obviously if you're getting rid of an outfielder, would be pushed into the top 3.
Yeah, if you're moving Adolis, then obviously you need to fill that void.
And I guess it's at first base you have an opportunity to platoon. If Rowdy Tellez and Jock and whoever else is, Josh Smith.
Jock's still a thing.
If they're all, he's about to come back. If those are all kind of opportunities to fill in a platoon at DH and first base. So maybe you just go get some big right-handed hitter to play first base half the time. Like if it's the Mike Napoli to Mitch Moreland.
Yeah.
If that's the kind of player you're going after, or you're going to go get an everyday first baseman, I don't know. But I would put power bat as number 1.
Yeah, and that
would be first base or corner outfielder, because you're certainly getting rid of one if Adolis leaves.
Yeah.
So at that point, I think you would need 2 bats. Would be my number 1, and then I still think you need a closer. You have a good bullpen, but you don't have that guy to come in and shut the door, slam the door. You got a couple of guys that'll come in and kind of push the door closed.
Yeah.
But not with any aggressiveness.
Yeah.
It's just kind of that door's open. I might go shut that.
Yeah. I'll make my way over to it.
I need a guy to come in that's a door slammer. Now, Josh Spores allegedly also on his way back. John Gray on his way back. He could potentially be in the bullpen. I don't know that he might be more of a long guy.
Yeah, I think.
But Jacob Latz has been good in that situation. He's been really good in that situation. Probably just based on expectation, but so I don't know. I think my number 1 need right now for the Rangers would be that first base. And I would not be like just gnashing my teeth and rolling around in sackcloth and ash if Adolis Garcia stayed on the Rangers. Because I do think he's getting hot. And has been for some time. I think he's performed well in the last 3 weeks, month.
And that might be part of the reason to move him, though.
Yeah, move high.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, I think, like you said, it has to be a power bat more than anything, because you can complain about not having a closer all you want, but the reason you're not getting the most out of those starts and all of those starters is because you're not scoring any runs. Right?
Right.
I mean,
this texter says, making a trade with a team with the best farm system guarantees you get a good return for your guy. You definitely won't end up making a trade with a short, fat guy who doesn't have a position and will make up for it with his bat and then proceeds to hit 240 with 30 home runs in parts of 5 seasons with the team and post a negative WAR. Is that what's his name? Willie Calhoun Jr.? Is that what we're talking about there? Was that his name?
He
fits the bill.
He definitely fits the bill for part of that.
Hold on to that name for Friday, by the way. The only drawback I have to making that kind of move this year is that you want to be a seller, you want to be competitive immediately, and farm system guys make you good next year or in 2 years. If it's a league-ready guy that just can't crack a certain position, if you have a great first baseman that can't play because Bryce Harper's playing for the Phillies, maybe that's a thing. More after this, 100.7 The Score.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It's time for Ask the Benchwarmers. Let me give you this scenario, David Collier. And it makes a lot of assumptions, okay? But you know what assumptions do. Let's just say Malley comes back early September.
Okay.
Let's say John Gray enters in the next week and a half and is immediately put in the bullpen, potentially in the closer role.
Okay.
Let's say Josh Spores comes back in the next 3 weeks and is your 8th inning setup guy. So that leaves the rest of the bullpen intact and even gives you the option. When Malley comes back, let's put Kumar Rocker in the bullpen.
Okay.
Just for the stretch.
Yeah.
No trades made. Bullpen rotation looks really good down the stretch. Like
without a bona fide closer, which you need. You said you need.
Yeah, but I would say John Gray as an inning guy. I would put Kumar Rocker potentially as a lockdown closer. Just with his stuff, makes a lot of sense. But no trades made, rotation bullpen looks good, right? Just if everyone gets healthy and stays healthy. And that's the big assumption.
Yeah.
Okay, go back to the lineup. Let's say you trade Adolis and you platoon some sort of Josh Smith, Rowdy Tellez, Jock Peterson first base situation. But then it's like you might pull up a guy to play that fourth outfield spot. Or it's Josh Smith in left every day, Wyatt Langford and Evan Carter in the outfield. And you try to find at-bats for like an Osuna backup with the big league club. Because if you go back to 23, who was the most important player in the last 3 weeks of the season into the playoffs? Evan Carter. Evan Carter.
I was about to say, I said pause, and I was like, wait a minute, it's Evan Carter.
So maybe you find a guy like that who gets hot at the end of the year coming up in September. So I think the Rangers right now are a good baseball team with health could inch forward to like above average, better than good, certainly playoff team without any moves.
Wild card team.
Certainly wild card, yes. Yeah. But in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they'd be firmly in the wild card race without making any moves if everyone comes back and is successful, and if everyone gets healthy, and if everyone stays healthy, and if the offensive guys who have been good in the last month continue to be good, and Josh Young gets back to his form.
It's a lot of ifs.
A lot of ifs. So I say that to say I don't think you need a lot of moves, but like let's go through that whole situation and all of that stays the same, but you get Clase back from the Guardians. Or you get the Pirates closer. Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
You get the Pirates closer.
Okay.
So, bona fide closer. I think the Guardians are enough out of it that they could be really moving some pieces.
Yeah.
So even with just the bona fide closer, who Clase has struggled this year, but I think that's a bad team, and you just kind of struggle with a bad team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like that move because it kind of rectifies the Kluber mistake. But
you owe us.
Yeah, you owe us mistake. Back, yeah. But again, the offense, like I've been saying this a long time this season, the offense is not as bad as it's been. And if you believe in the law of averages, if you believe in the hot hand fallacy, and all of these guys are 250, 280 hitters,
the Jock Peterson's going to come back.
Yeah, everybody's going to hit 300 in the last month.
Do you really believe that, though?
I believe it over a career. I don't know that I believe it in a season,
yeah,
that everything evens out. But you can't be a 275 hitter for your entire career and then just fall off a cliff. Now, Jock Peterson, certainly with age and whatever else, he certainly could fall off a cliff. But team-wide, it's been a ridiculous downturn. And I do think in the last month your offense has been much, much better. I don't think that's anecdotal. I think the stats would prove that. Can you take another jump? So do I think the Rangers need to make at least 2 trades to really bolster themselves as wildcard contenders and even threats in the AL West? Absolutely. Do I think the pitching rotation and bullpen could be left alone and successful? Yes. I do. Do I think this offense could just find itself with Adolis Garcia sticking around? Yeah. I've thought that for 2 months, though. So, I don't know. If it takes back-to-back sweeps of the A's and the Braves to really go for it, that's what I'm hoping for. But even if you go 3-4 in the next 7, or I guess 2-4, 3-3, whatever it is in the next 6, you have a real opportunity.
But if you do that, you do what you just said in the next 2 series, and Adolis is a big reason for that. How do you then still potentially trade him?
That's what I'm saying. If you get 2 sweeps, I think the big move would be the closer.
Okay, okay. So, but what are you getting rid of to get the closer? Like, I still think it's kind of hard to trade Garcia at this point because
I don't think Garcia would be in the move for a closer. I think it'd be
another. I know, but
I don't know, potentially Rocker and some bullpen, not bullpen, some minor league pieces. Like Walcott's probably off the table, but I don't know that anybody else is. I don't think the Rangers farm system is something that's like, hey, we're 2 years away from getting 7 guys up here and we want to keep them all.
Yeah.
I think Walcott would be the only guy that people would be like, in the organization, he's our guy. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And the Rangers don't have like a top 5 system currently, I don't believe. But they have some pieces to get it closer. They certainly do. And I don't want to get rid of Rocker, by the way. Benchwarmers, would you rather go to a banana ball game or a UFL game?
Banana ball.
Banana ball. Lucas?
UFL.
No, not even close. I will say this: I would imagine, because I watch the Savannah Bananas on TV. It might be a better television broadcast than it might be in person.
Yeah, you get more room in the stands at the UFL. You can stretch out a little
true.
bit.
Yeah, you can stretch out and probably go run a route or two if you needed to.
If you need to, yeah. The Rangers won a World Series out of the wild card, getting the tournament with that pitching, and nobody wants to see you. If you make the playoffs, you have a chance to be successful because of the
pitching. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that off air. I mean, if you can just stand pat and get into the postseason, and we're talking about how great the pitching is, maybe all you need is 2 runs and the other team has joined you in their inability to drive in runs.
We were correct on Willie Calhoun. When Texas was talking with the Dodgers about trading Darvish, it was Walker Buehler might be able to come if not Verdugo, and then you could get a couple of the 3rd through 5th ranked guys. And by the end, it was just Willie Calhoun. I forgot that was in the Darvish trade. What a move. When Jock comes back, do you even want him in the lineup? We played like crap the whole time he was in the lineup. I'm not opposed to letting him walk. Yeah, I want to see what Jock can do. Again, it's part of that. You're not going to be awful all year, hopefully. I think Jock could come back and get right. But I don't want him I don't want him like playing first or DHing every day like he was, even when he was batting 61. But if you think Jock Peterson's a 230 hitter, and he's hitting like 75 right now, I don't even know. Like, that's a pretty good clip to end the year.
It's probably what you were expecting out of him all year.
That's it for us, but I will be back with the bottom line after this and Josh Foppel.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.